Hello YouTube pedal people community. Today we don't go no distortion. This is the last one in the Jetta series for now. Brad Jetta and Mitanis have more Jetta pedals, but I've only had 6, so I'm waiting hopefully to get the Dharma and some other nice new gimmicks I have in store for us. But today we're looking at the last one, which is the Vibe. What is a Vibe? Well, I'm going to go into a little bit of history, because I didn't know. I looked it up. Obviously, we've all heard of the Univibe, but what is it really? So stick with me. If you know, skip ahead. There's this little thing at the bottom, you know. Stop your bitching. Go jump to where I play. So, the Univibe is a kind of chorus, vibrato, tremolo kind of combination. Apparently, it is achieved by 4 photosensitive cells being around a lamp or something, which is why they're always pretty big, because you have to fit all that good stuff in the case. Now, Robin Trower is famous for it, but obviously Univibe, that's Hendrix. I'd love to play the classic Hendrix Univibe licks for you, only that I don't know. I've never really learned a lot of Hendrix stuff or any of it. So I'm very sorry for Univibe aficionados. I can't show you off the Hendrix stuff. Now, the market. There is a lot of Univibe clones or Univibe pedals out there. Problem is, because of the complex structure with the photocells and all this, they're not cheap. So I'm gonna show somewhere here, I'm gonna show you a couple that I found online. Jim Dunlop has a couple. Full Tone actually has pedal versions where you have control over some kind of parameter, and Stompbox versions. They usually run way past €200. There are very few that you can get in the vicinity of 200 and under. What we're looking at here is about 210, depending on where you get it. The original Univibe was actually constructed in Japan and was meant to be a Leslie rotary simulator. Never really caught on for the B3 and in church organs, but it caught on as a guitar effect. And the original one was called Shinai. No, that's not Jinai. Where's the difference? What's a Jinai? For you Stargate nerds. The Jinai is a race of people. So it's the Shinai, not Jinai. Univibe. And it had a couple of different freaky names. I read that up in Guitar Magazine. But that was the one that Hendrix used. Well, the thing is huge, and it's got a pedal input, and who wants to lug that around? As I said, they're usually bulky, and they're expensive. Roger Meyer makes the Voodoo Vibe, I think. Huge thing, and is extremely expensive. Now, apparently the thing also wants a lot of power, so it doesn't really last on batteries. Now Brad Jetta set himself the goal, I want to make a Vibe that's small, and I want to make one that runs on battery power if it has to, or 9 volts. And he succeeded. He says he doesn't make a lot of money on it because it is complicated technology, and it is complicated to put it all in a little box. Now, his doesn't have a volume control, it only has speed and depth. Doesn't even say that. If you look at the picture, there's squiggly lines and a returny feedbacky line. Don't really care what they do. Why he chose those pictograms. It sounds amazing. I only, so far, I gotta admit, have had a Univibe in my Line 6 M13. And I like the sound. I prefer it to a chorus for clean sounds. But everyone so far that's played this here went like, yeah, okay, well, we gotta get that. Very soon, I'm gonna get some love pedals in. That's the serious competition for Jetta, because in this price range, it's small and it's effective and it sounds great. There are very few that can compete with it. Apparently, the Voodoo Lab, they have a smaller one. And there's the Pickle Vibe from Love Pedal. Relatively inexpensive, but also only one control, but apparently it sounds good. Now what Brad said is they actually did have a couple of Shinai original vibes, so they didn't go and compare this to a Dunlop or full tone. They said we're gonna go right to the source, and they found one, apparently still having the wrapper on it, and they compared them all and they said this is the holy grail, this is the one that sounds good, and we're gonna go for this one. We're gonna try to recreate that sound. And he said they got as close as humanly possible. All I know is it sounds great. So there's gonna be a track later on. Go ahead and skip to that if you want to. It's vibe all over. Every guitar part played with a vibe. You can also find that track as a play along. It's an E major, C sharp minor. So go ahead and play along with the vibe from Jetta. It's fun. It's a nice kind of power ballad 6/8 thing. A little bit of shuffle in it. Be careful. So I'm gonna try to show you some sounds here. The vibe should always be before your distortion. So if you actually want to crank it a little bit, put it before your drive. So we're gonna go clean here, and we're gonna go very subtle. Forgot to tell you what we're using. PRS Modern Eagle, that's what it's called. I'm right now on single coil. When I pull it up here, back here, single coil in the middle, 5708s. Gonna try everything. Through the La Boga Alligator 50, nice amp. Going into a Fender Hot Rod 50 cab down in the basement, which is mic'd with a Sennheiser E606 microphone, going into Universal Audio 710D preamp on solid state, so there's no extra tube coloration. It's my basic setup, until something better comes along. So, we're gonna try this. Clean sound. Immediately, it gets warmer and fatter. That's what you immediately notice. We're gonna crank up the depth now at a slow speed. You can see the LED is blinking at the speed and also at the intensity. So you should be able, if you learn how to read it, to discern live from the glow of the LED what the pedal is actually supposed to do. Nice and subtle if you wanted to. I'm gonna put the red square in front of it, just with the helium side to give it a little bit of crunch. That's without. pad in your band. You're just like, okay, chorus is coming and I need to fill. That's how you do it. Gonna go to the redshift side and see how crazy we can get. Great sound, and definitely one of the pedals I want. If you're looking for Univibe, this is the way to go. It is not insanely expensive. They all are, but in the Univibe world, this one's actually affordable. 210, 220 euros, something like that. So, I prepared a track for you, and what you're gonna hear is some clean, and then in the we have a verse, bridge, chorus kind of situation. Very simple. It's just strumming, but you can hear what it sounds like in a track. Then we're gonna have the the Gold 45-100 for a little bit of tiniest bit of overdrive, just a little bit of grit in there. And then we're gonna have big ass left and right power chords, which are also the Gold 45-100, because this is like as plexy as it gets, making it really huge, and all with the Univibe. So, do you really need 4 guitars with Univibe in one song? Highly doubt it, but you're getting that. And again, there's a play-along version of it as well. And when the solo comes in, it is the red square stacked, because that's the way to go. So, I hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you right after. I hope you liked the track I did. It shows you all the ins and outs of the Vibe pedal. I really like it. It's a warm, spacey sound. I think in country, in pop, if you add delay to this, you can really get a huge clean or slightly crunchy sound. If you want to go nuts and psychedelic, hit the gain. I actually think it works in a lot of different situations. But do you need it for your whole set? No. You might have 1 or 2, maybe 3 songs where you use a Univibe. So, if you're a Univibe nutso. So, do you need a pedal this big for 500 euro that eats up pedalboard space, eats up battery power or pedal power? No. Get something like this, and all your Univibe needs are covered. On to more pedals. Enjoy.